Alright, boys, let's get into this. Let's figure out the hints, the secrets behind this school with our homie, with the real one, our best girl, Kyoko, here. Do we need to keep talking to her? Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolute vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. So, hopefully the volume's good. I think we're good. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
And we should be able to use it on that door, right? Let's get it. Let's get in there. Hey, Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right? It's good?
It's
awesome.
True.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then... Yes, it opened!
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Dun dun dun! Dun 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 dun. Chapter 6. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death, ultimate gameplay, ultimate 100-follower special, ultimate... Alright, I'll stop. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. Cameraman, what? Nice. Hey, good one. Am I right? Am I right? The ladder was impossibly long. Why did not Kyoko go up first instead of me? I mean, I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. Now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off of it. Oh, okay. So, Kyoko, there's something I want to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So, how long have you been doing detective work? Jesus Christ, guy. So, oh geez, Kyoko, can I learn a little bit about you? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the truth. The absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. Conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains. Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However...
And yet, I gave up on some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I didn't knowing it was something a true Kagiri detective would never do. The reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However...
There is something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? Last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kagiri family. He was talented. He had promising future.
However...
But he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Well, it makes sense, right? Being the headmaster of the school or whatever, it's like, clearly, not detective. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument. And young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. Bro, too good Makoto over here. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
Right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Oh, shit. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that, compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However...
But there's one thing that I can never forgive. Really?
So...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However...
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family. To just cut him out like that.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey.
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that, I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door is Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so we're in. Looks like we're back. Oh, I said that with Kyoko's voice because Kyoko's being shown here. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. Can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. Alrighty. Now what? This is the trash room. Okay, I'm pretty sure I clicked Kyoko. So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too, you helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then...
Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
However...
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. It's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. Mastermind is ensnared? You said something like that before. What does it mean?
So...
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Makuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly, before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. Still a little super uneasy about this. We don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Alright, bruh. Alright, let's go. Let's confront Monokuma. Solid points. Made by Kyoko. Best girl. Let's pull up the gym.
Well now.
Hey. Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? It's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you out? Help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do? If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I'm gonna punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko?
Right.
Do whatever... Brother. Do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However...
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
No.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? Huh? I lose? You, explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
Because...
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
In other words...
I was supposed to be chosen as the Blacken, and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
However...
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. Plain. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
Right.
And in response to that unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blacken and trying to execute him. You made the choice of desperation, no more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However...
But then there was another... He's just like, another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego? You never imagined the possibility of being that could come to our aid even after you killed it.
Am I wrong?
Now here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Makuro, you did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blacken is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blacken is me and not Makoto?
Well?
And you can prove this, right?
Well...
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is this? A comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence?
That doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only ever one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type.
Because...
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. Well, I think we're going to speak up and be like, well, I tried to do that. He would have been gripped by the despair you so loved to inspire.
However...
But here we are confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence.
Indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey.
If you were to execute Makoto now, Everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
Indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
what we have to
then I
do.
suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Makuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between
Tell
hope
him.
and despair. Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? Fair trial. One last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Makuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Very?
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So time for bear jokes. Now that your suggest might be plausible, it would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree your terms. Will your hope win out, or will you despair claim victory?
I can barely
Let's have one final grisly showdown. He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
Guys!
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries? That's right. Every last mystery that's pawing around the school, if you can do that.
I can barely
Then that'll be
contain
enough
myself.
to... What? Oh, I see what he's doing. Qualify as a victory for you.
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way out to truth of Makuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school, then you win. But if you can't do all of that, we'll all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? Or as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? Honestly, can't believe how this all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I wanted to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure, so what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? It's a true statement? You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations, and having a trial for Makuro is no exception to that. Huh? Makuro's trial is no exception, and it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Makuro... It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why'd he go quiet all of a sudden? I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya? Why are you so mad? He seems emotionally unstable. Leave me alone. Get out of here. Oh, okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto. Let's go. Okay. Oh, Monokumo's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
however,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so,
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because,
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard, like I said. So when was it the mastermind let their guard down?
so,
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen,
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
indeed,
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off,
however,
and yet somehow the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
Think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
so,
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost us killing each other. They wanted to show the world?
it would seem,
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all the rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
in other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
correct,
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
that's right,
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
it's true,
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's that kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto,
I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
in other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. The mastermind simply ignored their rules. This would have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very least,
At least that's how those who were watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
indeed,
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
right,
So instead, they try to use the class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
it's true,
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when the fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
indeed,
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, They had to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? You were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance, because you believed in me. Another path open. Still, I can't believe how much the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
Whew.
It looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I showed my unease... Jesus, brother, we've been talking for a while. Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time,
correct.
or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. We can't defeat the mastermind. It'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. I mean, it's kind of been there, you know? All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone? She's like,
however,
is that really possible? Huh? Anyway, right now we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? Let's do it. Let's do it. Work with the group. Yeah, we got 2 psychos for sure. Byakuya will help, right? Toko's not going to be helpful, but we kind of just need her to get out of the way, but she'll follow Byakuya, so this is the Twitch equivalent of in-game right now. Brother, this is interesting. I have no idea where this is going to go. So we got to unravel the secrets of the school, which who knows how many of those there are. I mean, we know about the, what is it? What do they call it? On the 5th floor, the tragedy, right? So we probably got to unveil that. There's probably several other things that I don't know that we have to reveal. And then prove Monokuma's the killer, so... Or whoever, right? Not one of us. At least... that's what we think, right? This is Hiro's room. Is he inside?
Hey,
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Are any of them here? Bro, everybody. All these people that are dead. This is Hina's room. Is she inside?
hey,
I don't think she's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. The chapter can take up 2 or over 6 hours. So for you, probably about 7. No offense. Brother, I take all the offense to that. You're trying to tell me I'm bad at video games. And Fuyu, I'll hurt you, okay? And suddenly, we were greeted with... You again? Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. 61. Jeez, what the heck?
however,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let a sigh of relief. Ah,
is that...
it's the squad, bruh! I mean, we only kind of like Hina and Yashiro, but it's the squad, bruh. Is that Makoto?
You guys!
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Huh? You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know?
God, he's just a prick through and through, isn't he?
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Everyone was there. All my friends who had suggested or struggled together and survived. Are all of them friends though? As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away! Shoo, shoo! In a flash, my tears dried up. Imagine that. Imagine that, guy. It only takes a little dialogue, right? And then I realized I don't like any of these motherfuckers. Alright, let's start with the prick here. I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me either. Do you realize why it is you escape execution? It was alter ego. He saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people can say they had their lives saved by a computer program. I imagine it was a learning experience for you.
Yo!
Makoto, what was it like hanging out in the spirit world? It didn't go to the spirit world.
You know?
Did you get to talk to her? Who? Miss Cleo. No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? I miss Yashiro, bro. I mean, if it doesn't feel like it's been that long, but it's been that long, right? Alright, Hina. So what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured that since the trial is over, we'd have access to new places again. And? No dice. All the rooms that were locked before were still locked. So there weren't any new areas. And where can we go to find new clues? You stink. Are you rotten? Rotten physically, mentally, every way you can be rotten. Sorry, I was rolling around in garbage for a while. The smell is so smelly. Oh, super smelly. You smell even worse than me. Way worse than me. I win. She seems happy for some reason. Let's say that didn't happen. There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain. Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. Ooh, yeah, exactly. Ooh is correct. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Makuro's trial. What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying was all the work of the mastermind. What? You're saying the mastermind killed Makuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap. Did you, Makoto? Make it sound like it was easy. I just,
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time. And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. He used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial, when you said now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. Brother, we know. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later. So knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Makuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind. But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery?
But
We've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Oh no!
Everyone.
I hate you.
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here with my master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
At this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
but
Figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Makuro and all the school's mysteries. It's a pretty tall freaking order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. Oh, that's why Kyoko's best girl. She gets it, bro. You can't agree. Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh? But why?
So in other
If the
words,
mastermind really is the one who killed Makuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in this school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Makuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. And then Makuro, and you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them.
that's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now? You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
no way.
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say that for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious any time Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but
I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed something sneaking off that many times.
I'm right, right?
And maybe Monokuma was an autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. One of them being the mastermind, huh? That's interesting. Like, it can't be Yashiro, and it can't be Toko. I feel like that's... And I feel like it can't be Ina either, but anyway. It's Byakuya. I don't know. If it's Kyoko, I don't even care at this point. She could kill everybody and I'd be fine with it. All hell Kyoko. It'd be very weird for it to be Kyoko at this point.
Announcement. You've all probably probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now
True
entered
ending mode.
True ending mode.
I have a quick question. Do we have alternate endings in this chapter too? Because that will be interesting. Or was it just the last chapter?
So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Ooh, okay, cool.
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit.
I like it.
Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Just having way too much fun.
Hmm?
How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my
At this
family.
point, I can rely on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Bye.
Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master, he didn't take me with him.
Hey,
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream, without the cream or coffee. Bro, just leave. You're totally useless. So bye, thank you. There we go. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
you know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself, too. Alright, Yashiro. Do your darndest, my guy.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know,
'cause,
but up till now I haven't really been all that useful. I just depend on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto? That's really nice of you to say, but still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
okay.
So I figured at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
It's just the two of us. Down, 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 down. It's just the two of us. And what two more people do you need? It's just... Who else would you want, boys? Am I right or am I wrong? I'm dead right. Kyoko is all you need. Alright, Kyoko, let's do the damn thing. So, you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so...
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigation doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we've found. Yeah, that's right.
So then,
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. And then we can all escape together. Investigate. Investigate music, Kikiyama! I guess I'll start by taking another look at Makuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. It had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mikuro Ikasaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with the Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. It's so creepy. It's so creepy. What up, brother? Congrats on the 100. I appreciate that, my guy. I appreciate that. Hey, too much reading, right? There's a lot of reading going on, yes. It can be a much sometimes, that's for sure. It's a good little stream game, though. I like it. I like it. We're down to clown. Last chapter, the finale. It's investigation time, boys. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's do it. Okay. Let's begin. Second floor? Is that what it said? Or unlock something? The gate is open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms. Which means I have to do it. That's the spirit. There you go. Oh, yeah. This is the second floor of the dorms. It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up here or something. Alright. Whatever you say. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore. It's just garbage. All right. Big clue right there, boys. I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Hell yeah. Is there just nothing in here? Alrighty then. Yeah, there's nothing in here. This is the girls' bathroom. Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. Pussy. Nothing? There's nothing in here? Okay. It looks pristine, dog. The whole area's in rubble, but the bathroom's spotless? Kind of interesting. Got some weird symbols going on here. Some blood. Gotta love that. Little giraffe. Pulling out of the locker. Okay. It's kind of cute. Let's go in. Oh, shoot. We'll see Sanchez gifting a sub. Appreciate the gifted sub. He's going crazy. What else was that? I can't read it. It's too small. A little congrats, Tech. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, my guy. I don't know who Dreamy Pen 52 is, but hey, they're sub now. They're sub now. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Claps all around for that. Yes, indeedy. This room is filled with lockers. Must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. God damn. There's so many lockers, dog. There's too many lockers. Can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna bother even trying. Okay. Is that gonna say the same for all these, or? I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean, let's just give it a try? I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then, no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it? It looks like this locker's already broken. Looks like a come back later thing, huh? I don't think this locker's gonna open. We got a coin. I don't know if we're gonna have free time in this chapter to use our coins. I don't know. Alright, I guess let's just get out of here. Alright. Come back later. What's down here? What's in here? This room doesn't feel really like a student's room. It has more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. We'll scare the shit out of this girl. You know? Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? No, bro. Oh, got a little hidden room? Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
So
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? Okay. I think you're on the right track. I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However,
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right. It's not nearly enough to go on.
it's true.
I looked through all the paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this. Alright, boys. I'll be right back. Need some more hydration. Alright. We back. We back, boys. Back at it. Okay, I don't know, there's like 4 things on this. The desk is home to a computer. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem.
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However,
There's not much though. Nothing we don't already know.
in other words,
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people, whose driving forces comes from despair.
however,
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
whew,
But I guess that's the best he could do as complete do as a complete Kagiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
Correct.
I see. It's a good outlook to have. Jeez. Oh, jeez! So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get it in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. Don't be pissed, Kyoko! But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Oh, okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. Typed in her full name, Kyoko Kagiri. My hands are tense, slightly trembling, and as I finish typing it in, what do you know? What? That did it! Kyoko, it worked! She's so pissed.
why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko? Let's get in. Oh shit, dude. There's a bunch of stuff about her dad and the past. You see the picture. Him holding her up. Hey, Kyoko. May as well not even been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why, you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Throw my hands up and scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath and took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Is this her dad? Is her dad Dunzo? Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there, human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. Called it. Called it before it happened. Although, I didn't call it before we opened the box. I thought he might still be alive, but... So, homie's done for. Okay. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box. Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least, what's left of him. Are you serious? Is this Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files... According to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but... Okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants. All of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
In other words...
that most likely my father was in this school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. If that was your assumption, why were you like, I gotta sever ties with my father? If you had an assumption of him being dead. But okay. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. Okay, so it was just an assumption. She wasn't like 1,000% sure. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Okay, glad they're doing this, explaining a little bit more. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father, so she could cut off all the ties. Okay, gang, appreciate all this. A little plot hole I was trying to make, they're backing it up here. What was that, all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kaguri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Alright, dog. What else do we have? The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission, brother.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Oh, shit. Alright, this probably opens up the lockers, no? Huh? Is this... an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says, in case of emergency. I'd find some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitations. Given the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster, I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right.
It would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? But Kyoko, I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Bro, Makoto, we gotta stop with this, you know? This filing cabinet. Is it a filing cabinet or just a dresser, you know? It seems like the kind of place you'd find a clue. I should take a closer look. But I don't think Kyoko would like some stranger like me touching her dad's stuff. Brother, stop this!
Hey.
It's fine. Check whatever you want. Are you sure? Okay then. Yeah, stop asking, dog. She's getting pissed, and so am I. I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top, but all I found were piles and piles of unrelated documents. He's pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
Well,
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family business, our legacy, instead he left it all behind.
now.
He couldn't even handle a job like this. He would have been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate. Damn, okay. I'm listening to this while I play 2K, and it's reeling me in. Hey, that's why we're like at the finale of this game right now. I was very skeptical when we started playing it, but now we're at the end, you know? I got hooked. Huh? This picture. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko.
Why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet, to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself, to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. It's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Yoko. It's emotional.
Hey.
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? Favor? A favor? What is it?
So.
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but...
Hey.
Could you leave? Damn, alright. Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko, don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a second.
I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about this relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him? Maybe he hoped to see me again someday? Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right, I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. And I'll see you later. She really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. Okay, I get it. You know? The one leading the Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is... It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but how many times are we going to go back to this? Okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students, and the only people to take a single step into Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. 15 of us met in that main hall, and Makuro to the mix, and you get 16. Including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Bro, damn. Damn! Shit! Look! A lot of deaths. A lot of deaths, boys. Even Makuro. Yep. Even she's undeniably dead. So, The ones still left alive are me. You did it! Oh no, you're the mastermind! Byakuya. Hiro. Toko. Hina. And Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. And there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. I kind of agree, guy. I mean, the only one that makes sense would be Byakuya. But I don't like that. There's gonna be some kind of like, oh yeah, it was none of them, right? It was this guy. It was Jimmy. Get out of here. Alright, we got the handbook to open these lockers now. I wonder if I can open this locker. Yep. After all, it's pretty similar. Yep. Well, let's just give it a try. Took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader, and then... Wait, but... What about the emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader, and... Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we got inside. The locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belonged to probably has organization problems every part of their life. This looks like heroes, dog. This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. Hero? Is this a deck of playing cards? Bro, what if it's just all of them? We just go to each locker and it's every remaining 6 of us. Outside of me and Kyoko. I don't know. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait. Aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order, and dust everywhere. I have to assume whose ever stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. It's Yashiro's. It's Yashiro's. What? There's no denying what I saw. What I just said may be true. Inside the notebook was written Yashiro Hagakure. I don't know how to say his name. Hagakure. Is this our Yashiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. Let's think back here. Remember the pictures we, encountered on each chapter? Of the pictures of, a normal school life? With, Leon? But Yashiro was never in those. Everyone that's dead has been in those, so... It doesn't mean they're part of the ultimate despair. This evil group, right? That created the tragedy or whatever. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us. And we were all sucked into the evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So, what is this notebook? Alright. Let's back out. Let's check this one. Took the emergency handbook and ran across the card reader and... the locker opened. How many do we have that we can open? I don't see anything that might be a clue. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I guess all of them aren't going to have something. I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader then. Now let's see what we've got inside. Okay. This is particularly empty. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. There's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I better take a look. Bro, we're like Mr. Goody-Good right now, which I know Makoto is, but kind of more so lately. It looks like a girl's handwriting, and all the letters were spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them? Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? Is this Toko? This is Toko, isn't it? I was flipping through the pocket, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there. Words I'd heard before. Oh shit! There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. Oh, this is Kyoko's. Oh no. The headmaster is her father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our students' prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfless decision without consulting anyone else. Can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was. I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. But she's had amnesia, dog. She doesn't remember her past. She's said that before. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages in the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. When I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Oh, Jesus Christ, bro. I want to read that. What is this? Surely they'll bring it up. What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. I don't get it. I don't know. But the more I see, the less sense it makes. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro. The pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. And if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. I have to believe in everyone. I don't know about that last part, dog. Is there no more lockers to check? I made that long speech, so I don't know. Alright. Yeah, I guess that's it. So we got stuff on Kyoko and Yashiro being previous students. I don't think it's a big deal though. Because it might be everybody was. Don't know. I don't know, boys. I think we're done on this floor. Let's Let's check out the other areas we can access now. Alright. And what did it say? The biolab? Ooh, the biolab I do kind of want to check out. Huh, okay. Lego! I don't think there's anything on this floor that we... I think we just discovered everything here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one too, right? Okay. I don't think I've personally been... Have I been in the office? Let's check it out. Oh, I have. I for sure have. I've not been in here. Ooh, the headmaster. Headmaster's office. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya.
Come on.
Hey, Makoto.
Not possible.
Are you ignoring me? You think I'll forgive that just because you're you?
Such ignorance.
When we get out of here, I remember this moment. Alright, cocksucker. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? Sure, dog. What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious? Hey, say bigger words that I don't know. Class number 78, student registry. It contains profiles for all of us and Bakuro.
So in other words,
Apparently, Class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Makuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right. It also mentioned Class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there, along with hers,
In other words,
there can be no doubt. Makuro was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Makuro Ikosaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. It seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Makuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
so in other words,
When it comes to this profile, there was more information about Makuro that we still didn't have. Let's hear about it. What do we got? What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? Because you literally wanted me to come to you and be like, what do you got, Byakuya? And now you're wondering, like, why do I gotta explain it to your ass? It's like, well, you wanted us to. You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya, like he's kind of a prick, as I skimmed through the report. Makuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats close but just out of reach. Entity known as the Ultimate Despair. So them being 2 despairs, she's one of them. She also, like, knocked us out when we found that secret room. So it makes sense she was part of some ultimate despair group. But the other one is maybe one of us? Huh. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Well, it definitely feels group-related right now. Whatever it is, Makuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. Too bad she's dead. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the ultimate despair. And I need to pay attention to Makuro's behavior, too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students, after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Makuro was part of that ultimate despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Makuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Makuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Makuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Makuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information with the file that you should note. What is it? Do you notice this picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our class. Number 78? That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. What do you mean? It does kind of look like Coco, now that we're just kind of looking at her. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. It even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me if she has like, a nice body? Bro, okay. You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse. And maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean? What is he trying to say? There's a chance the body isn't actually Makuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I just suggest you pay attention. Advice from me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. Alright, some papers. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. Alright, not important, I guess. Looks like we might be done here. Okay. Let's head up. We got the bio lab. They said also something about the dojo, and I thought the dojo was already open, so I don't understand that. And the garden? Let's check out the biolab. I'm curious about that one the most. Let's get in. Well, here I am in the old biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? I don't know, bro. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. I've seen something like this before. Ah, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean the biolab is actually a morgue? Should probably take a closer look around. Interesting. Okay. There's some kind of weird machine. Okay, is it just... Oh, okay, never mind. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But only some of the lights are on. The ones on the left. The right-hand lights are off. Bro, are these students? There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. Looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your caviter needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the caviter and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. Without our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge? Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It's some kind of makeshift morgue. About those lights by each slot. Looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on, which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue. Another one of the victims is... I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. There's 9 lights. There's 6 of us left. Unless they just haven't added Makuro? That's only 15. Okay. I think we're done in here, right? Okay. I guess we'll go ahead and check the dojo and the garden again. I don't know what else we need to check. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to have something, right? There wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back! Give me my precious time! Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. Not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. What is up here? Oh, security. Well, Makoto said it. Nothing here. Alright, garden time. Is Yashiro in here? Huh? It's gone. Makuro's body. What I say, boys? What I say, boys, there's 9 lights. 9 students dead. There's 6 of us. That's 15. Was there no death at all? Makuro's body. It's not here. Maybe the body's inside the tool shed? I better check just to be sure. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not in here either, then it must be... Could it be in the bio lab? Corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. The tarp played a key role in another case, so I better look into it. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet. Which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? It came from the biolab. I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says biolab. This originally came from the biolab? That's all I really needed to check here. Okay. Do I need to go back to the biolab? Maybe I should have went to the garden first. There's a stack of tarps here. I guess not. I don't know what else I need to check. Oh, maybe the tragedy? Jesus. Maybe I don't. Yep. I feel like I'm missing something. I mean, maybe talking to Kyoko again. Let's maybe check in here again.
Hey, Makoto.
Ah, Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Onokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all the doors in school have been unlocked, that one should be open too, right? Oh, true, I forgot about that door, dog.
But,
Although I couldn't bring myself to open it.
I mean,
Because it might explode, right? And that really sucked. So you open it. Sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Alright. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Ah, wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Oh shit. It controls Monokuma. Makuro is definitely alive still. I think for surezies. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top, though, like some kind of military installation or something. That's a huge hint, huh? Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi'd probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? Well, the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit? Then could that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you just can't... You just... Or whatever, something like this. It was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one, the button that says data center. So you just think Monokuma to the data center. Data center? I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled data center. That must be one she pushed. The data center. It's right next door. The room we were just in, that's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I'm kind of scared of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? It controls Monokuma. I mean, it's not like a stretch here, you know? Hey. Give me all your donuts. Is that you, Hina? What? Man, busted. How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling? Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Aw, man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it, and the control panel inside. Whoa, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma. Monokuma? What? For real? Yep, looks like the panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words...
Hey.
Yep, it proves this is true, which... Maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. If that is true. It's a very... I'm not saying this again, bro. We've said this line too many times already. I mean, that's like the fourth time. The mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. She's just left in the dark. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something. Can't say it isn't possible. I hope it's not true. So, like... You want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. Can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. What? As soon as the door of the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? Ah, the door just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked, but why? I don't understand. How'd they lock it? Is someone able to get back in there to control Monokuma? Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma?
Just a second.
Hey, no fair, you can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving. In that room.
Yep.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now, you're being operated by someone in that room?
yes, indeed.
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there, and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Woohoo! Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? So they were probably in there. At least in the data center. Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? No way. The hatch on the floor? Woohoo, too bad. That was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
This is a bitch. Of course that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Okay, well that's good. Just get like a bad ending because we didn't check a hatch. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Woohoo! Peace. He's gone, but was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
And when I said we should leave, well, the hatch could have been opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice. You've got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. Hina took off at a full sprint. And I have to do what I can too. It's the only way forward. Well, that's good. I didn't have any other places to check, so. Is that nighttime or class trial?
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint.
Let's hear it.
For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What? Now he wants to give us a hint? Suspicious, there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that. He said to go to the gym, right? Let's do it. Let go. Oh, hey, hero. Makoto! Why'd you act so surprised? No reason. They're trying to get me to suspect Yashiro right now. Because we found his locker with the other locker, right? I'm not buying it. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did actually on my way out. Oh. You already talked to him? What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hero, wait. There's no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Yeah, I'm sure that wouldn't freak him out. Has he been hiding something this whole time? See, they're trying to get me. They're trying to get me. Well, this usually happens when we got, like, some motivation, right? For someone to kill.
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for a final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. The envelope? This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. Look at that photograph. Every time it makes me laugh. So this explains the locker. So the previous students are just us? Is that what I'm getting from this? I don't know. I don't understand. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Like, I'm not in this picture, though. Wait, but... there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right, when Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at that file. Kuro Ikosaba. And this girl is... What? Why? Why is Makuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here posed like this is weird enough by itself. We're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like that. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak. I forgot about that, by the way. Was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else in the picture, I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other until they got here. But if this picture is real, then that can mean, could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone except me is... How long are you gonna keep up this rambling? Soliloquy of yours, Hamlet.
What are you gonna
You're
do?
kind of getting in the way standing there, you know. So, I mean, get out. But I told you I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. Alright. I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? Bro, I don't think these photos are fake. They've been doing it so much throughout each chapter, it just, it doesn't make sense for them to be fake. It looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Alright. I'm going to assume everyone, is at the old dining hall. So let's go. Let's get it. No, well, maybe not. So is this where you've been hiding? Listen, I was hoping to talk to you. Makoto! Sorry, gotta go. What? She ran off so fast I didn't even have time to ask her to stop. Hina, why? Why won't you talk to me? Suspicious. Okay, I don't know where else to go. I mean, there's too many floors to check for people, you know? There's all kinds of stuff I want to talk to her about, but I better give her some more time, okay? Yeah, bro. Take me down. I guess I just gotta go floor by floor, I don't know. I mean, if they're not on the 5th floor, you know, this is gonna be very annoying. Bro. Okay, there's Yashiro. Hey, Hero. Makoto. What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No, No. Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hero, what's wrong? Still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I'd found. It was like he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me? Why? Well, they probably all think I'm the murderer, dog. I'm not in the picture. Which is smart. My Monokuma. Decided to visit the biolab one more time, and the first thing I saw when I got there was her passed out again. Huh? Toko? Hold on a second. It's open. Oh, but Toko. Yeah, I mean, I kind of don't care about Toko. I'm more curious about who this is. Toko, are you okay? No. She's not dead, is she? Brother. Ugh. It's cold, super cold. It's so cold, I think I might catch a cold. You keep taking naps in a place like this, I'm sure you will.
I see.
What? I was asleep? Ah, must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny? Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What'd you do to Miss... Mora? What? Oh, that's right, your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo bazinga, we share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it like it's a bad thing, it's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. No, it's more like half. Why is that a truth bullet? Okay. But all I wanted to know right all I wanted to know right now is where's my little darling? Tell me now or I'll slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya's around somewhere doing his own investigating.
Yes.
By himself? I assume so. I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm totally pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Thank God, just leave. Toko shot off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her genocide chill. You know what I mean. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point in asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. Yeah, it's kind of the main reason I wanted to check over here. The fridge, it's open. But I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko?
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
Listen, about this room. Oh yeah, it's a morgue. Yeah.
I knew it.
I suspected as much, okay. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why's everything gotta be so difficult with her? Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched, but suddenly she stopped. Bro, who is it? What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. You know what? This is what I wanted to do before, is investigate these. Would make sure everybody's body's here, right? Like, this is a big clue in here going on. Huh? How come? Because Makuro's body is in here. Makuro's corpse? Oh, shit. Bro, if that's true, that doesn't make sense. Is someone dead, not dead? Interesting. Makuro's corpse. Makuro's body's inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the Mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. Mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the Mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then,
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there, that's it. Yeah, just get the fuck out of my way. Let me do my thing, you know? Oh, okay, Kyoko. Okay, sure thing. I can't blame him. I'm right there with him. Kyoko, best girl. It's all good. It's a fridge meant for storing dead bodies. I can't do it. I can't look inside. Okay, do I just talk to her again? Should ask Kyoko about the group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. Oh, shit. When did you start typing, guy? I didn't see your chats at all. It's like they just popped up. What's good, my guy? I just scroll over and see all these chats. Like, how long have you been here? Turn up! How do I check the extension? I don't know, bro. I'm not worried about that. Well, I figured, but I'm still confused myself how I didn't see you chatting. Fix this streamer, brother. I don't know, guy. I mean, I don't know hardly the Pokemon community game commands, you know? Streamer baiting me? Okay. Alright. Bro, I wanted that Blossom. It's rigged. My guy. Exclamation mark Pokepass, guy. Do that. There you go. You're welcome. Okay, that didn't do it. That didn't do it. This will display your current balance and the number of each type of ball you own. Bro, you're poor. You got money? You do have money. Bro, this is pretty entertaining right now. Oh, bro. To purchase balls, use exclamation Pokeshop. Then you enter the item name and the quantity. That looks like what you're doing, to be honest. You gotta put a space in it? In between Poke and Ball? Oh, there you go. You figured it out. Alright. Good loady woady. That's good stuff. Battle? Oh, there you go. That would have been useful right there. Alright, let's get back. Let's get to it. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
Because
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer. Why, she's best girl, boys. What are you trying to do now? I feel like that Google Doc probably has all of it, right? That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Don't fear, Makoto. We're in control of you, my guys. So I'm kind of the pro tag, so standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. Do I just leave? I don't, you know. Should ask Kyoko about the group photo. Alright. Yeah, this is the same thing. How do I extension? I don't use computers very often. Come on, guy. It is. Who you knows more about this than I do. What is it? Oh yeah, we've already read this. So do I just leave? Can't leave without things. Okay. On the left side of the refrigerator, a bunch of blue lights are on. But these ones aren't. It would seem the blue lights come on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around the number of lights that are on, including Makuro's, there's 9 in all. So this is where I was thinking earlier. 9 people that are dead. 6 of us, that's 15. There's 2. The hint on that notebook where it was like there's 2 ultimate despairs. So Makuro, just don't get it. So it's one of us? Well, if there's 6 of us, 9 are dead. Either someone's dead and's not dead. That's the only explanation. Is there slight static on my mic? I think his mic sounds great. Okay. Appreciate that. I don't I'm being tech support right now. It might be my headphones then. Yeah, I need my mic on point. Sounds like user issue. Brother, I can't contain myself. Let me take them off 1 sec. The back and forth. It's beautiful. Because I know who Slayer is. Or do I? 9. 9 lights? That is for sure a truth bullet. Okay, I don't understand. Alright, they're off. You know, I think I've seen a tarp like this somewhere before. Ah, it's the same as the one I found in the garden tool shed. And if I remember that tarp, it had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. Who is this Slayer guy? Slayer. I don't know. I never heard of him. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Geez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds that the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Okay. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were in the fatal injury, right? And what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. It had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because...
All the Monokuma file says is they were inflicted several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
forever.
but that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have anything to do with it.
So then,
But what if Makuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
at the very least...
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
Right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. And as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future.
hey,
So, if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Come to think of it, there was one more thing. Earlier when I was looking at Makuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so...
5'7", 97 pounds, vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then,
Indeed.
and don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case is without a doubt Makuro Ikosaba.
And?
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
So then...
Then it looks like we have no further business with Makuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh, wait, are we not gonna put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
Why?
Sad? Did you forget she was our enemy once? A part of the ultimate despair? She still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Yoko firing. I agree with her. 1000%. 1000%. W Coco, for sure. Well, yeah, but still. You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. She could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
so then...
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. Still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. Oh, yes. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. I don't do it now. Hey bro, just do it. Hey Kyoko. I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
What?
Go ahead then. Out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What? So...
What do you mean? Well, you know all these lockers on the second floor of the dorms.
Indeed.
I do, yes. But to get in any of the lockers, you need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because...
Like I said, only the locker's owners should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. If I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
What? If that's true...
Would that mean that video is real too? Video? Are we talking about the motivation video? Video?
Makoto.
Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together. to reveal a cohesive picture, although I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about?
I
need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own 2 eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
So...
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll make sense. Oh, bro, we're gonna watch her... The videos that Monokuma made us all watch. It says Class 78, Urgent Interviews.
So...
I found it in that hidden room after you left. Oh, okay, it's separate.
Anyway...
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now, but I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. Well, bro, I am...
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble?
In other words...
So as it turns out, the arrangements I made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? Could never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life, all because of the mastermind.
However...
There's one thing I'm sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with fire of determination. A determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. Couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She left out a small laugh as she said it. Her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey.
But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then...
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth? But no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. Alright, boys. I'm pretty much all in on what's on this DVD. I gotta know, boys. I thought it was one of the, like, you know, when we all watched the DVD of, like, I don't even remember what the motivation was, but it was like, all something personal, you know, like us was like seeing our family, like, maybe killed or something. I don't know. It's been so long ago. But it's a DVD from the hidden room, so this could be literally anything. Alright. Let it go. Let's play it. This should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. Alright. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? And this looks like maybe Taka? The took me by total surprise. Hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long. And there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
Or is this the headmaster? This is the headmaster. The voice I heard of the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in the school? I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up until now. But this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I heard. Because now I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad, she tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Oh, shit. I wasn't expecting that. Because we were out of the photo, I thought we were new to this, but we're not. So we're a previous student too. Huh? What I saw was me. Impossible. Undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Bro, there's just so many possibilities this could be. Because none of us would all agree to spend our lives here forever. There's gotta be some kind of, like, brainwashing thing. But I think it did happen. Too much is adding up that it for sure happened. And, like, how can you fake all of this? And plus, we're like emotionalists here, you know? This can't be real. I said yes?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
We don't have much of a choice. I'm so lost.
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Okay. Byakuya. Toko. Hina. Everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in this school forever. And then... wow. Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father, and when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off, which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie, looks like it broke out of service. What? It just so happened to break just now.
Too bad.
Now then, when doesn't matter, failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? Failure, my ass. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. He'd ask them the questions, they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. That time I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. What would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome. Something that seemed too obvious worked in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... seems that way. Ding dong bing bong.
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial.
Wow, alright.
Everyone gather once again at you know where.
It's about time to begin again. The class trial. It's going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. Alright, boys. Woo! The last class trial. Is the class trial gonna be start to end and that's the end of the game? I feel like there's gonna be more. Unless this class trial is just the longest trial ever. The class trials do go for a long time. Okay. There's too much unknown still. I mean, there's no prediction to be made. The thing that's confusing me the most is the 9 dead bodies. And one of them being Makuro. And then there's 6 of us. That means there's another person. Or someone that's died before that's not dead. That's got to be explained. I still don't believe one of us 6. One of us that is 6 are alive. Yashiro, Hina, Toko, Byakuya, Kyoko, and me. I don't think any of us are the... It just doesn't make sense for any of us to be. And if one of us is, it has to be explained to make sense. So, I'm going with none of us are. But there may be another student. I just don't know who it is. Alright, let's do it. Let's get in here. Last class trial, boys. Let's go. Let's go. I hit the womp womp horn by accident. I guess I'm the first one this time.
Makoto,
You're early, Makoto.
listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However,
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said... Byakuya. Byakuya? Oh, he's pissed because I'm not in the photo. Alright. They arrived one after another, but they were all in the same state of shock. Hina? Hiro? Silence. There wasn't any normal silence. It was the deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial. Well, yeah, guy.
You called for me and so I appear.
I'm late. Strong silent master, so wonderful, so cool, so hot, my loins are ablaze. Now listen, everything will be just fine if you leave it to me. With my sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and shiv the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If it's what master wants, it can be a boy or girl or anything in between. I can handle it. Well, thank God for that. Where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Oh. Why is Kyoko just us? You know what I mean? Is everyone here? Oh, and wearing our gloomy Gus faces, I see.
Well now.
Okay. Well then, let's begin. This final class trial is gonna be slathered in pitch black despair, climaxium sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right, this is the final class trial, and this time it'll be fair. What do you mean this time? Stop with all the slander, I'm a bear in good standing, you know. There was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest. I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square. And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already. Sure, let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below. So don't try and run away. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever. This will be over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Bro, these guys are idiots. You know the first time we all got together after me being alive? And, Kyoko was like, yeah, we don't need to work together. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
however,
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us all about it soon. At the class trial. You're right. I'm ready.
So,
Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. Let go. I started making my way toward the opening, step after step toward that gaping maw. I'd resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. Well, I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body, and finally, on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Best girl, Kyoko. Absolutely. Without warning, it began to descend. Deeper and deeper. Deeper, deeper, deeper. Still. Deeper and deeper and deeper. Okay, I get it. I get it, Makoto. Deeper it fell. I closed my eyes and sight fell away. All sound, too, disappeared. Alone in the universe. I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later, I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. Oh wait, I need to get one more before the last trial. Byakuya Togami, the ultimate prick. Okay, we good. Good on you, you. Good on you. We gotta get that. I mean, I'm probably gonna get one jab in, because the trial is gonna say something that pisses me off, so best believe we're gonna say it, so. Class trial's too long. Oh bro, we just got this is the final trial site? We just got a bare bones aesthetic here, okay. I like it. What do you think? Isn't it just the perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It's the long-awaited last stage, the always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16 seat. Well then, let's begin! He's gonna sit there because we're gonna get his ass. Alright, let's go. Let's do it. Let's do a little save. Alright. I think we're just gonna leave the skills as is. Oh, there's a lot we didn't get. Are you supposed to get all these in one playthrough? There's just no way, right? Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. This is all pretty fresh on the brain. All right.